Hello folks, welcome back to Wartree Ironworks. Today I'm showing you how I forge Wartree Wands. This is part 1 of 2. We're starting out with a 5/8 inch section of copper clad grounding rod. We'll bring that up to heat, and you got to be careful not to get it too hot. Around the forging temperatures, steel is where the copper will start to melt off. As you can see, to start, we are forging out a taper. This is going to be the pointing business end of the wand. When we get our point all tapered out to a length that we like, we're going to get over to the horn and we draw this sucker out. And as we're pounding this out, we want to make sure we keep it straight as possible. You just heat and beat over the horn, drawing out that taper until it's about 15 or 16 inches long overall. And just keep it straight, keep pounding out, and if it looks good to you, then go with it. Now, as I was forging this out, I noticed that my square taper was starting to take kind of a diamond shape. This is easy to counteract. In this project, it's not such a big deal, but that happens when either your hammer face isn't totally flat up and down when you're striking, or your anvil face is not level. In this case, it's because my anvil face is not anywhere near level. Slightly at an angle, and I need to remake the stand for it. That'll be a video for another time. We will go back into the fire, and for this next step, we're going to square out the body. And to counteract that diamond shaping while I'm tapering, I just kind of hold the piece at an angle and ram that corner back and down just to square it up. Just make that section octagonal and square it back. Once I get close enough, we're going to flip this around and make another taper at the bottom of the handle. This is going to be a much more stout, little shorter taper. We're going to grind it down into a crystal structure and make that look all nice and pretty. It'll be bare steel with the temper colors in the next video, along with the stand making and finishing of the wand itself. So stay tuned for that. And just a quick favor for our viewers. If you enjoy our videos, please pause this, hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, give it a share. We really appreciate it. Leave a comment, tell us what you think and what you'd like to see in the future videos. We keep squaring it up until we get to the point where we finish squaring off the business end taper. And in this case, we're going to be squaring it up and straightening it out, and we're going to put it on the vise and give it a nice double twist. And just another quick note, as you can see, I have little pieces of angle iron from a bed frame on my anvil. Those cover the jaws on my bench vise to protect the copper from the grooves on the jaws, the teeth. And we'll just steal the Franken Trenton from Brittany here for a second. We'll attach the vise and do this twist. So because I neglected to check my camera angle twice, you don't really get to see this part. But this is where we do the twist on the handle. And please note, you want to have your twisting wrench extra tight and dip up to where you're going to be grabbing it, because that copper is prone to slippage, especially when it's hot. And it will slip and fold and pull the copper around the bar. But anyway, I went ahead and did 2 full twists for this section, right on the handle. Oh, child of mine. Blacksmithing doesn't work that way. As you can see, I'm not making an iPad charger for my son. I am hammering down the ridges on the twist. And we're octagonalizing the taper on the wand, on the business end of the wand. Just turn around and work that octagonalization down toward the business end, and then that'll round it out. Here's something that I think is particularly cool with the copper clad. Because the copper will cool down, as you turn the copper rod and you're hammering it, I have my hammer face at about a 50 to 60 degree angle, but the face of that hammer kind of grabs the copper a little bit and kind of pulls it over itself and kind of makes a little fold. So if you do that all the way around down the length, it gives it kind of a cool looking wood effect back. Alright, so when we're done with that, we're going to go back over the horn and give this a little bit more character. We're going to hammer on some bends. Give it a sharp bend to the tip. We're just going to go down the length, giving it arbitrary bends, just where it feels right, really. And one thing I found with making these wands, when it comes to the tip, you want to keep that in line with your pommel, the crystal, or whatever you decide to decorate the bottom of the handle with. For lack of a better term, we'll call it the pommel. After a little bit, you'll be able to see that kind of gives it some really nice natural bends to it. It makes it really look like a stick. And here we are. It's finally forged. We're done with that, with the hammering. You can see the twist I put in. It looks really nice. So we're going to clean that up on the wire wheel and see how this thing shines. Alright, so a little shop safety here. Do not have your bench grinder set up like how I have it. It is not safe. It is not good. In fact, it is stupid. I need to fix it. This is a big no-no in the shop. Big no-no. So make sure your shop, your tools is set up safely.
That's like a polisher in mine, right?
Alright, so we got that all cleaned up, looking nice. And as you can see, the copper cladding is intact. Something I do like doing, and I intend to do after I get the welding portion done. I'm going to stick that in and burn the copper off. So y'all have something to look forward to in the next video, where we will finish this wand and make the stand. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe.